Hey everyone, I'm Tashina from Logical Harmony. Welcome back. I hope you're having a good day, good morning, good evening, afternoon, whatever it is for you. In today's video, I'm going to talk about my favorite cruelty-free brands at Ulta. Now, we do have a full list of all the cruelty-free brands at Ulta on my website, logicalharmony.net. I'll link to that down below as well as up above. But I wanted to just share some of the favorites that I gravitate towards because Ulta has a lot of them. Now, if you guys are familiar with Ulta, you know that when you go into a store, half of it is split up into like the more affordable brands and the other half is the more like higher price point brands. And I think that that is a really great way for it to be set up, but it can also be confusing when you're there as a cruelty-free shopper because you're kind of just like navigating in and out all over the place. Ulta does have some brands that are available only in certain stores. They have some that are only online. So there's actually way more cruelty-free brands there than you would expect, especially when you take into account shopping online. I have a lot that I want to talk about. Let's get into it. So I think first I wanted to cover the brands that are not just cruelty-free, but are also 100% vegan. And there's a surprisingly large number of these at Ulta. Now again, just a reminder, this is not a full list of every cruelty-free or every vegan brand at Ulta. These are just some of my favorites. Obviously I have to mention e.l.f. I love e.l.f. e.l.f. is one of my all-time favorite brands. They do makeup, they do skincare. Ulta carries both, which is really great. I feel like Ulta has done a really good job of having really good displays in their stores for e.l.f. and they have way more online than they have in most stores too. So that is definitely one of my favorites. I also wanted to talk about Pacifica. They're cruelty-free. They're also totally vegan. Pacifica makes everything from like makeup to nail polish to skincare to hair care to supplements. They have tons and tons of products. They do a lot of products that are Ulta exclusive. They also have a lot that are Target exclusive as well. But I feel like primarily they do Ulta exclusives. So I think Ulta is a really good place to shop for them because you can find those exclusives. Ulta does a lot of really good sales on Pacifica products, and I think it's just a really good place to shop for them. I will list down below some of my favorite products at Ulta from each of these brands. So if you guys are curious, you'll find that in the description box. If I did that in the video, we'd be here all freaking day. So just gonna put that down below. I wanted to talk about CoverFX. CoverFX is cruelty-free. They're also totally vegan. CoverFX is a makeup line that really focuses on foundation type products, on your complexion products. So CoverFX is amazing for primers, concealers, foundations, setting powders, setting sprays. They are such a solid line for complexion products, and everything that they make is vegan, which is amazing. They do also always have 40 shades in everything. They launched with 40 shades in foundation way back when they first started. So it's really cool to see that from the brand. You can find them in a lot of stores as well, which is also great because if you are someone like, let's say you're out and about and you need a new foundation, like stuff happens, things break, things get lost when you travel, you just want to go shop. I love that with CoverFX, you know everything's vegan. You can really pick up anything from their display and it can be such a lifesaver. It's definitely helped me when I'm traveling and I realize like, I forgot this concealer, I forgot this foundation, which has totally happened. I can go there. I know they're going to have a shade that matches me. And at Ulta, most stores, you can get samples as well, which is super helpful. Black Moon Cosmetics is another one. Now, what is available in Ulta is a very slim selection of their products. The best place to shop for them is still on their own website, but Ulta actually has them in a lot of stores on the end caps. They have one of my all-time favorite eyeshadow palettes. It's so gorgeous. It's so grungy. It's this matte palette, the Orb of Light Palette. It's beautiful. So beautiful. I'll link to that down below. But they also carry their liquid lipsticks. They don't have every shade, but they have a handful of them. And it is really exciting to see these smaller cruelty-free vegan brands in places like Ulta. Like, I think that's absolutely amazing because it shows that, I don't know, I feel like in the past year especially, Ulta has started carrying more of these smaller, more indie brands. And that's been really exciting to see that change, especially ones like Black Moon Cosmetics that are cruelty-free and also totally vegan. So I'm hoping it goes well and they carry like the full range eventually, because that would just be amazing to see. That would make me so excited and so proud. I love Black Moon Cosmetics. It would just be a dream to walk into Ulta and see all of their products there. Like, it's so cool for me to see some of these other brands there too. But that one in particular, I would love. Eco Tools is another fully vegan brand as well. They make makeup brushes. All their brushes are really nice. They're very solid. They're one of my favorite makeup brush brands out there. And I love that they're in Ulta. Their beauty sponge is also super nice as well. Ofra is another cruelty-free and fully vegan brand that is in Ulta stores. Now, they're not in every Ulta store. They have way more online than they have in the stores that I've seen them in too. So some of these brands, shopping online might be the way to go. You can look for sales, you can apply your Ulta points, you can apply your like 20% off coupons they randomly send you. So I think it's a really good way to try out some of these brands. Similar to Black Moon Cosmetics, most of Ofra's products are still on their own website, but it is exciting to see them on Ulta's website and to know that it's an option and that they're adding more fully vegan brands. I think that's really, really amazing. So as far as brands that are cruelty-free, but not 100% vegan, there are a couple of those as well. Obviously, Colorpop. I love Colorpop. They're so affordable. They have a ton of vegan options. On their own website, they label them. They don't do a great job of labeling their vegan options on the Ulta website. And I believe most of their stuff most of their stuff does seem to be online only for Ulta. Some stores have Colorpop displays, but not all of them do. And I find that that's the case with a lot of these, like Colorpop isn't a small brand, but they're not like, I don't know, it doesn't have the same, like, I guess, name recognition. I'm not sure why. But with a lot of these more independent brands that are newer to Ulta, they start out with very small, very limited displays. And I've seen them in a couple different Ultas, and what's been on the displays has been different. So I think that is a good example of a brand that's probably good to shop online. Just like with some of the others, they also have way more products on their own website, but I do think it's really exciting to see them in Ulta. Ulta has also started to carry Fourth Ray Beauty. They are Colourpop's sister company. I have not used them, but I wanted to mention them because everything they make is also vegan and it's skincare. Pixi was just started to be carried at Ulta, which is super exciting. Pixi makes makeup. They also make really, really good skincare, and it's at a really good price point. A lot of it is vegan, not everything, but it's so exciting to see them in Ulta. Pixi has been at Target for a long time, and so I feel like Ulta was just a very natural, organic step for them to make, and like, it's about time they're at Ulta. I feel like they were missing out by not being there, so I'm really excited to see them in Ulta now. I'm going to talk now about brands that are cruelty-free with vegan options, but their parent companies aren't cruelty-free. I know there are different views on this. The way that I like to approach it is I'm giving you information so you can make the decision that's best for you. I do have a video explaining how I feel about parent companies that test on animals. That is linked to down below. But I think it is always best for me to just give you more options to help make cruelty-free as easy as possible for you, no matter where you are in your cruelty-free journey, and you can pick what brands work for you. Too Faced, they're at Ulta. They make tons and tons of stuff. They have a lot of vegan complexion products, which is great. Like a lot of their foundations, a lot of their concealers, powders, bronzers. They have a lot of solid vegan options. Tarte, same thing. Tarte has so many vegan products, and when you're in the stores at Ulta on their displays, it will actually mark what is vegan, not just next to products, but if there are certain shades of a product that are vegan, it will have a little like V logo to denote that. And I think that's incredibly helpful of them to do. And I think that's absolutely amazing. So again, if you are going to Ulta and you're not sure what's vegan and you want to look at some of these brands, it makes it so easy for you to know what's vegan. And I feel like Tarte has just done a really good job of growing their line. I feel like for a little bit they were releasing a ton, and now they've kind of scaled it back, and I feel like they're a little more purposeful with their releases, and that's been nice to see. They have really good complexion products. They also make skincare, and they make everything makeup related. Their sister line, Awake Beauty, is also in Ulta too. Awake is skincare, and then they also have Sugar Rush by Tarte, which is makeup, and both of those sister lines are also fully vegan. Urban Decay is another great one at Ulta. Just like with Tarte, when you're in the store, it is marked on the display what products are vegan and what shades of what products are vegan. I do want to say I've noticed different displays in different Ultas. Most of them have the shades marked, but not all of them do. So some of it you might have to do a little extra digging depending on your Ulta. I'm not sure what the difference is, because I've seen the same display of like the same product, like lip liners, for example. And one store will have individual shades that are vegan marked as vegan and another won't. So I don't know what the difference is. Definitely do your due diligence and check online. For a lot of these brands, I do have vegan product lists. I'll link those down below, but I just think it's amazing that you can go there and very, very easily find what's vegan. And in most Ultas, the Urban Decay display is massive. It's like its own aisle. I feel like I've been to a few where it takes up more than a full aisle, which is just cool to see for a cruelty-free brand. I feel like when it comes to floor space in Ulta, cruelty-free brands take up so much more than they do at like Sephora, for example. So it's really, really cool to see. I feel like Ulta has been a great place for cruelty-free consumers. A couple of others are Smashbox. Another is Smashbox. They really focus on complexion products as well, and a lot of them are vegan. They too are marking on their product displays what products are vegan, which is so helpful. A lot of their complexion products are, not everything, but it's so helpful to have that marked there. Dermalogica is another one for skincare. Really solid skincare with vegan options. They don't mark it on the displays, but a lot of product packaging will tell you if it's vegan. They also have it easy notes on their website to find out. And then First Aid Beauty, which is just really good skincare as well, especially if you're someone with sensitive skin or like, eczema or other skin issues. Their stuff can be amazing. So easy to find in Ulta, and I love that. Comment below, tell me your favorite brands in Ulta. Once again, you'll find the full list on Logical Harmony. I'll link to it down below, as well as like tons of other different resources that'll help make cruelty-free easy for you. And I'll see you next time. And just hanging out with Juniper. If you guys want to see more of us, make sure you watch another video here. You can check out the vlog channel here, and make sure you subscribe and make Juniper's day right here.